Did you know that studies show the average person makes impulse purchases they later regret at least 3 to 4 times per month, costing them thousands of dollars per year? Shocking, right? But here's what they don't want you to know. These aren't accidents or weak moments. You're being psychologically manipulated by salespeople who are trained in dark persuasion tactics designed to bypass your rational thinking and make you buy things you absolutely don't need. Today, I'm going to expose 7 powerful tactics that salespeople use to separate you from your money, tactics so effective that you've probably fallen for them without even realizing it. Before we begin, if you're ready to protect your wallet and see through these manipulation techniques, smash that like button and subscribe. Now, let's reveal how they're playing you. Listen closely, because what I'm about to share could save you thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Salespeople aren't just being friendly or helpful. They're using scientifically proven psychological triggers that hijack your decision-making process. These tactics have been refined over decades, tested on millions of consumers, and they work with terrifying efficiency. The scary part? Most people have no idea they're being manipulated because these techniques feel natural, even helpful. Think about this for a moment. How many times have you walked into a store planning to browse and walked out with a purchase you didn't plan for? How many times have you bought something more expensive than you intended because the salesperson said just the right thing? Don't let them fool you into thinking you're in control of these decisions. You're not. They are. Every word, every gesture, every strategy is calculated to make you open your wallet. Don't skip a second of this video, because understanding these 7 tactics is the only way to protect yourself from being manipulated into buying things you don't need. Without wasting another moment, let's expose their playbook. Number 1. This deal ends today. When a salesperson tells you that a sale, discount, or special offer ends today, they're using artificial scarcity and urgency to force you into a rushed decision. This is one of the oldest and most effective manipulation tactics in sales, and here's why it works. Your brain's fear of missing out overrides your logical analysis of whether you actually need the product. Don't let them fool you with this pressure. Here's the psychology they're exploiting. When we believe an opportunity is scarce or time-limited, we experience anxiety about loss that's more powerful than the desire for gain. They're not selling you on why you need the product. They're making you panic about losing the chance to get it. This creates emotional urgency that bypasses rational thinking. You stop asking, "Do I need this?" and start thinking, "I have to decide now or I'll lose this forever." If a salesperson emphasizes that you must decide today or the deal disappears, that's your signal to walk away and think about it. Here's the truth they don't want you to know. Most of these limited-time offers come back. That sale happens every month. That discount is permanent, but they rotate which products it applies to. The urgency is fake, manufactured specifically to prevent you from making a thoughtful decision. Don't let them fool you into believing this is your only chance. Real value doesn't require pressure tactics. If something is genuinely worth buying, it'll still be worth buying tomorrow, next week, or next month. The fact that they need to pressure you into deciding immediately tells you everything you need to know. They're afraid that if you think about it, you'll realize you don't need it. Protect yourself by never making major purchases under time pressure. If they say the deal ends today, let it end. Walk away. Think about it. And if you still want it later, trust me, you'll find a way to get it, probably for the same price or better. Number 2, let me show you our premium option first. When salespeople start by showing you the most expensive option first before showing you anything else, this isn't random. This is anchoring bias manipulation. They're setting a psychological reference point that makes everything else seem reasonable by comparison. Don't let them fool you with this sequencing trick. Here's how this tactic works. Whatever price you see first becomes your anchor, your baseline for comparison. When they show you a $5,000 option first and then show you a $2,000 option, your brain perceives the $2,000 option as affordable and reasonable, even though it's probably still more than you need to spend.
The expensive item isn't meant to be sold, it's meant to make the mid-range option seem like a bargain. This is psychological pricing manipulation at its finest. If a salesperson insists on showing you premium options first or keeps bringing you back to expensive items, recognize the game being played. They're trying to reset your perception of value so that overpriced items seem acceptable. Don't let them fool you into thinking that because something is cheaper than the most expensive option, it's therefore a good deal. Instead, start with what you actually need and what your budget is, then work from there. Ignore their suggested starting point. The moment they try to anchor you high, reset the conversation to your actual requirements. Ask to see the basic model first. Set your own anchor based on your needs, not their profit margins. Remember, just because something is a better deal than their most expensive option doesn't mean it's a good deal in absolute terms. Don't let relative pricing trick you into spending more than something is actually worth. Number 3, most people choose this one. When a salesperson tells you that most customers choose a particular option, they're using social proof manipulation to influence your decision. This tactic exploits your natural human tendency to follow the crowd and assume that if everyone else is doing it, it must be the right choice. Don't let them fool you with manufactured consensus. Here's the psychological principle they're weaponizing. Humans are social creatures who look to others for guidance on correct behavior, especially in uncertain situations. When we don't know what to choose, we assume the popular choice is the smart choice. Salespeople know this, so they tell you that most people buy the extended warranty, choose the upgraded package, or go with the premium version. This makes you feel like you'd be foolish or unusual not to follow the crowd. If you hear most customers choose this or this is our most popular option, stop and think critically. First, is that even true, or are they just saying it? Second, even if it is true, so what? Most people aren't you. Most people have different needs, different budgets, and different priorities. Most people also make poor financial decisions, so following the crowd isn't necessarily smart. Don't let them fool you into thinking that popularity equals suitability for your specific situation. The most popular option is usually the most profitable option for them, not the most valuable option for you. Instead of asking what most people choose, ask yourself what you actually need. Strip away the social proof and evaluate the product on its own merits for your specific circumstances. Would you choose this if you were the only person who ever bought it? That's the question that matters. Don't let manufactured social pressure manipulate you into purchases that serve their bottom line rather than your actual needs. Number 4, I can give you a special discount if you buy today. When a salesperson offers you a special discount that's only available if you purchase immediately, they're combining false scarcity with the reciprocity principle to manipulate you into compliance. What they're really doing is making you feel like they're doing you a favor, so you'll feel obligated to reciprocate by buying. This is completely manufactured. That special discount, it's available to everyone. They didn't have to fight their manager for it. It's part of their standard script. But by performing this theater, they make you feel special and obligated. If a salesperson suddenly offers you a discount you didn't ask for, especially if it's contingent on buying right now, recognize this as psychological manipulation, not genuine help. Real discounts don't require immediate decisions. Real value doesn't need performance art to justify it. Don't let them fool you into thinking you're getting insider treatment or that this person is your ally. They're a salesperson doing their job, and their job is to close the sale, not to save you money. The discount is designed to make you buy something you otherwise wouldn't, which means you're still spending money you weren't planning to spend. That's not a deal, that's effective manipulation. Protect yourself by never letting a discount override your original decision about whether you need the product. If you weren't going to buy it at full price because you didn't need it, you still don't need it at a discount. Don't let them use fake generosity to trigger your reciprocity instinct and manipulate you into an unnecessary purchase. Number 5, let me break down the monthly payment for you. When a salesperson immediately pivots to talking about monthly payments instead of total price, they're using payment framing to disguise the true cost of what you're buying. This tactic makes expensive purchases seem affordable by breaking them into small, digestible amounts that don't trigger your financial alarm bells. Don't let them fool you with this mathematical manipulation. Here's what they're doing. By focusing your attention on a small monthly payment, they shift your thinking away from the total cost and the long-term financial commitment you're making. $50 per month sounds manageable, even insignificant, but that $50 per month for 48 months is $2,400, and when you factor in interest, you might actually be paying $3,000 or more. They don't want you doing that math. They want you thinking, $50, I can afford $50. If a salesperson won't tell you the total price and keeps redirecting to payments, they're hiding something. The total cost is so high that they know if you see it, you'll walk away. Don't let them fool you into thinking in terms of payments instead of actual cost. Always, always, always ask for the total price, including all fees and interest. Calculate what you're actually paying over the life of the loan or payment plan. Often you'll discover that the convenience of small payments comes with a massive markup that makes the purchase far more expensive than it should.